Hey people, welcome to the channel. I hope everyone is having an awesome weekend, fantastic Christmas, and looking forward to an even better New Year. And in this case, talking about family relationships, sometimes toxic relationships, sometimes literally so. As always, if you want to learn more about survival and preparedness, which is what we do here, you have the channel with a ton of information. I always recommend my books as well. Surviving the Economic Collapse, based on my experience of going through just that in Argentina, which is something the entire world is going through right now, and Street Survival Skills. These two will give you the edge, the information you need so as to be better prepared. Remember to also get bugging out and relocating for that last-ditch plan of getting out of Dodge when things start going down. Guys, one of the things I mention all the time, besides my books and so on, is that the channel is here to supplement the books in many of these aspects, like this one. I can mention the importance of family, networking, having your tribe and your people and your neighborhood and your community, but it's only when we go into more of a deep dive that you see some of the finer details of all of this. I've been doing a couple of videos lately about family and spending holidays alone, right? People that are spend Christmas on their own. Oh, I'm super happy, better alone than with awful people. I'm happy. All of these things. It's one of the bigger topics. It affects realistically, it affects your quality of life. It affects the survival of the entire human species. It's not an exaggeration. We are going through a demographic crisis. It's a demographic collapse because there's not enough people having enough kids to sustain the world's population, and we are already suffering it. This means that there's an aging population. There's going to be a lack of manpower. Right, we have problems with how people get into relationships, people that are looking to form families harder than ever. We've been brainwashed into thinking that is something bad, that you should be on your own because that's what the elite wants. And then you have toxic relationships, and at times, literally so. This woman from Brazil, she had arsenic in the cake. She killed the sister, so two sisters and the niece. Yeah, that is fucked up. Yeah, that is the extreme case of toxic relationships, right? Yeah, it's sad, man. There's a kid involved here at some point. So it's bad. It's really, really bad. She prepared a Christmas cake, and turns out it's full of arsenic, apparently. And they're now investigating her husband that passed a while back, a few months ago, from food poisoning. Big surprise. Now this goes into what? Mental health. How well is this woman here? Do you notice that? Do you know, oh, my sister's a little bit kooky. Oh no, my sister's probably gonna fucking kill me with poison. I'm not eating that shit. If you have someone in your family that is not well, be careful regarding these things. Now, this is, of course, this is something that is pathological, right? You're looking at someone that has very disturbed in a very serious way, the person that ended up doing this. But there's also really the metaphorical toxic relationship, which is also not good. And it's completely understandable that you don't indulge in that. And toxic relationships can sometimes go both ways. You both like fighting. You both like being miserable. And you throw shit at the other. And the other one throws shit at you. And it's all like, negative and mental poison. Yeah, that's not good either. Again, more of an extreme case here with this woman. But stuff to be aware of. And then we have what is the majority of cases, which is normal families, with their struggles. Oh, we're not normal. We fight all the time. Okay, but you get together, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, good for you, man. That's something positive. There is a difference between little differences, little fights, little arguments, and still understanding that family is important. You need to make these concessions. You need to find that in-between spot where we all kind of get along. We are family, right? That's the thing that matters. And then there's times in which we're family, but this simply does not work. I'm not going to wait until you bring me the Christmas cake. It's bad enough that we are in toxic relationships, and this needs to end. That is unfortunately the case too. You will have to be very smart and wise and make the best decision for you. but you will need to have an objective understanding of where you are. What kind of relationship are you in? What kind of a family are you dealing with in terms of, is this something that can be worked on? Can we all get along? No, there's really no solution to this, and a decision has to be made. That's sad, but also happens. Guys, that's going to be all for now. See you on the next video. Take care.